Hello and welcome to this quick training video on ONET Online by Site Asia International. We're just going to take you very briefly through things that you can do at the ONET site that will help you in your recruitment, selection and development within your organization. It'll help you to make it more scientific and more objective. That's really the purpose behind ONET. ONET was created for the US Department of Labor, and that's the only thing that you might need to bear in mind in terms of a caveat for using the system. It's very much US based, so you may need to localize some of the information that you get, particularly if you're working in our part of the world in Asia. So all you need to do is you go to the website, which we've detailed on the annotation, and you enter in this occupation quick search. You enter the occupation that you're interested in finding more about. So perhaps we enter human resource manager, and we need to get everything right here. We need spaces in the right place. Click on enter, and here we have a list of possible matching occupations with their relevance score. So at 100% relevant, we've got human resources managers, which is what I was looking for there. And as you go down, you may find other occupations that perhaps are also relevant. So a human resource assistant, human factors engineers, and believe it or not, we go down to statisticians, and even industrial organizational psychologists is coming into this area. So it may broaden your perspective a little bit as well, actually, by doing this quick search. So since I was interested in HR managers, let me just click on that. And now this is the whole purpose for using ONET. We now get lots and lots of information about this particular job. Now, you would not believe the number of clients and potential clients that call our organization wanting us to assist them perhaps in running psychometric tests and so on. And we say to them, well, what are you looking for in terms of competencies? And they will say, well, you know, a human resource manager, or, well, you know, a salesperson. No, we don't know, because it's going to differ per organization, and really it's something that you need to think about in the first place. What sort of competencies do we want to see in our organization? What sort of competencies do we want to assess as part of the selection process, or if it's going to be for developmental purposes, what sort of areas do we need our employees to develop in order that they remain talented, in order that they are able to help the organization to achieve its strategic objectives perhaps over the next 5 years or so. So that's something that an organization needs to consider, and we find that many of our potential clients at least have great difficulty in doing this, and of course we walk them through it wherever we can. So we're trying to help you out a little bit here by walking you through what you can do at a very simple level on ONET. This is actually called job analysis. There's many different ways of doing job analysis, and we have training programs that we can assist you with there, as well as our own consultancy. But this is a very simple way of doing it if you can't afford, don't want to go down the path of consultancy or other training programs. So have a look here, human resource managers. Here's my summary report. What sort of tasks do these people need to do? Wow, the information you find there simply goes into your job description. And even job descriptions, many people that call us, they don't have a job description to give us to look at. They don't have a list of the requirements of the position. So it's almost like there's an expectation that they want us to work from nothing. We can do that as long as you're willing for us to invest our time and therefore your money. But if you want to start off understanding more about the job that you're hiring for, then of course ONET's a great way to go. The knowledge required to be effective in this job, the skills required, the abilities required, work activities, the sorts of things we can expect people to do, the context of the work, so the sort of the environment, the tools and so on that the person is expected to use. And it even goes right down to things like work styles and work values, because we can assess styles and values in psychometric assessments. So in fact, by taking all of the information that you see on this page, you can then put it into your job descriptions. You're going to change it, you're going to localize it to your organization, put it into your job descriptions, put it into your person specifications, and then the next question, of course, once you've got your person specification is, okay, how are we going to actually assess all of the specs we see on this person specification? And therein comes your tools, your selection tools. So perhaps you're going to use a personality test, perhaps you're going to use aptitude test, perhaps you're going to use assessment centers, written tests, interviews, and so on. And you need to decide which of these different tools you're going to use on the basis of how reliable it is, how valid it is, how accessible it is to you for assessing the competencies that are important in your position. Okay, I think you've probably got the swing of things here. Let's just do another one just so that you can see. So I've gone back up to the quick search box. I'm putting in this time retail salesperson. I'm not going to put a space between sales and person just to see what the system does. Here we are. it doesn't want a space either. So retail salespersons, parts salespersons, cashiers, floral designers, whole list of things here again. So let's just click on the one we want. It's even telling me that in the US this is an in-demand occupation. List of tasks, tools and technology that the person's going to need to understand, to be able to use, knowledge, skills, abilities, work activities, all those sorts of things that we saw in the other one. They even give you information here on how much this person will be paid in the US, so that may not be applicable to people in Asia, but it's certainly interesting information. Okay, that's really all you need to know. As you explore the site, you can find lots of other information by way of the menu, so you can actually search for skills rather than searching for an occupation and so on. I'll leave you to search those things. I just wanted you to see here how you can actually start off to be more objective, to be more standardized, more scientific, therefore, in your recruitment and selection process and your development processes by way of beginning to analyze the job from a simplistic perspective and then using various tools such as the psychometric tests or the assessment centers, behavioral interviews and so on, to assess the competencies that you have come up with in that objective manner. Thanks for watching.